Post-apocalypse is something that really doesn't sound unrealistic anymore. With all in the world that is happening right now, it had me thinking, should I watch some anime or should I watch some anime? So I decided to search up for some post-apocalyptic anime, but sadly, I watched most of them. So what else to do other than make a top 10 about post-apocalyptic anime? So buckle up and let's get on with this list. At number 10, we have Desert Punk. A long time in the future, nothing is left of Japan other than sand and ruins, which led the survivors barely surviving day by day. But there is one job that you could do that would give you all the wealth and fame, and that job is being a bounty hunter. And that's what our protagonist Kanta decided to do. He built his reputation in the desert, leaving no job undone, until he bumped into Asagiri. She found his only weakness, and that is huge anime titties. I know that many of you have never heard about this hidden gem, but seriously, it's a really good watch, so you know what to do. At number 9, we have Dr. Stone. In this crazy world of entertainment, we have a lot of doctors. We have Doctor Strange, a famous superhero from Marvel. Dr. Dre, a famous rapper and an owner of a huge company of headphones called Beats, which I'm not sponsored by. And since pretty much everyone has a doctor, we need one in anime, and that is Dr. Stone. I said Dr. Stone, goddammit, not The Rock, man. A strange light appeared from the sky and it turned the whole of humanity into stone, including our guy Senku, a super mega smart high schooler from Japan. Luckily, for some reason, he wakes up after being stuck for 3,700 years, or in other words, he counted every second of it, which is a number that I don't even want to try to pronounce. And that is totally realistic, but we are not here to talk about realism. We are here to watch some smart teenager try to rebuild the whole of humanity from the ground up. So if sci-fi over-the-top madness interests you, you are probably a fan of Rick and Morty and your IQ is over 180. At number 8, we have Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, or in short, Gurren Lagann. Probably none of you have ever noticed how big of a fan of Gurren Lagann I really am. But since no one have ever noticed, I will explain why Gurren Lagann is awesome. And that is pretty much a fact. In a far future, humanity is forced to go underground. They are forced to live in a makeshift mines because there are things lurking on the surface of the earth. And you are probably thinking, there must be zombies, there must be aliens, or better yet, zombie aliens. But in this case, there are huge mechs. And by huge mechs, I'm not talking about Decepticons. Strangely enough, humanity managed to survive under the ground, not being able to see the sun, which is probably relatable to many of us. During that time, humanity totally forgot how it feels to have the warmth on the sun on your skin. And naturally, that cycle had to stop. It stopped when a boy found a key that holds a key to control all the mechs on the surface, which gave him unlimited potential and huge mech fights in the future. So if you want to watch some cool ass mech fights, I think this show might just be the one for you. At number 7, we have Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. We have an entry from studio with that is
nice.
They obviously wanted to use the success of their other show, Attack on Titan. And here is why. The main protagonist lost his family member when he was little. He has an OP female character helping him out. And finally, last but not the least, it is set in a steampunk setting. Even though it has a lot of similarities between the two, this anime is still pretty awesome. Wit Studio actually outdid themselves on this one because it is one of the most beautiful things that you will ever see in your entire life. At number 6, we have Shinsekai Yori. Well, this anime is not for everyone. It is freaking weird, but in a good way. The world is hit by an outbreak where 0.1% of population gets psychic powers, which are overwhelming for most humans who got them. Soon enough, they turn to violence and reforce the world into a new place. A strange place with a lot of complicating rules that will make you question yourself whether or not your IQ is as big as the number of your chromosomes. So even though it is weird and heavy to watch, I can't help but to like this anime. At number 5 we have Cowboy Bebop. It is a year of 2071 and the surface of the earth became uninhabitable after an accident with a hyperspace, which forced many humans to seek other inhabitable planets to live on. It led the future of humanity to resemble the Wild Wild West. And I'm not talking about that god-awful movie with Will Smith from the 90s. We follow our protagonist named Spike Spiegel and his companions aboard the ship called Bebop, which includes this cute little dog. This anime has its funny moments, but it also has a very dark and gritty feel to it. It was not all that well received in Japan, probably because of its western tone. Strangely enough, it became insanely popular in the West. At number 4, we have Attack on Titan. So unless you've been sleeping under a rock for the past 7 years, you've probably heard about Attack on Titan, since it turned social media into a dumpster fire that it was. And we all got a sour taste from whatever the hell this is. But let us not forget that Attack on Titan is actually pretty awesome. Many ages ago, humanity had a war with titans. So you're probably wondering, what the hell Titan is? Here, I will briefly explain. Titans are humanoid-looking creatures that are running around naked. They have limitless hunger and they can never be satisfied. And for some reason, they only attack during the day, or at least they prefer to, which answers our question. Why are they always naked? After seeing all those naked titans, humanity had enough of them. So the survivors had to make a decision that they have to build a huge wall around them. But like any other nudists, titans want everyone to see their very sexy physique. And that's where we jump into a story of Eren and his friends, Armin and Mikasa, who will decide what will be the fate of humanity. At number 3 we have Promised Neverland. We are following the orphanage where all kids live as one big happy family. But Joe, are you making a list about apocalyptic anime? What is this? Please, hear me out, man. But inside the orphanage, everything seems perfect. So perfect that it seems unsettling. Kids are having fun. They love each other. Nannies love them too. Or at least it seems so. In reality, this whole orphanage is actually a farm. Not that kind of a farm, man. And instead of cattle, they are raising children. Even though I have a big stomach for disturbing things, this anime really gave me creeps, man. Promised Neverland contains a lot of mystery and horror, and it's not advised to be watched by teeny weeny little children. At number 2 we have Made in Abyss. When I say Made in Abyss, I'm talking about an anime that is about a mystery of the past. It is revolving around a huge crater that is called the Abyss, where both young and old archaeologists dive inside in search of the treasures of the past. Well, when I say the past, I really don't know what happened, and actually nobody knows what happened. This is the first anime on the list where the whole point of an anime is about finding the reason why did the apocalypse happen in the first place. This anime will leave you happy at times, and at other times it will make you feel empty inside. It's a bittersweet story that everyone should enjoy, at least if you can. Because it's so freaking sad. At number 1 we have Evangelion. In a year of 2015, well, future from 1995 thought so highly of us. What did we invent in the meantime? Flex tape.
Now that's a lot of damage!
The world is on the edge of collapse because alien-like creatures called angels are invading the earth, and the only thing that is keeping them from destroying the whole planet is an organization called NERV. And what do you think they use in order to stop huge creatures from destroying our planet? They use mechs called EVAs that are made to cause death and destruction. But those mechs are actually a double-edged sword that is causing as much pain to the pilot as the mech would feel. And yes, those mechs can only be piloted by teenagers. But Evangelion is much more than cool mechs and scenes. It actually has one of the most amazing stories in the whole world of anime. And that is why it is placed on #1 spot. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, tell me what list would you like to see next, and also maybe you can help me what post-apocalyptic anime I should watch next. I want to use this time to say that this video was made possible by you guys, members of Anime Bros channel, Zevin and Timothy Young. Thank you for making this video possible. And now you can enjoy the small insert for the AV coming tomorrow. Peace!
Because we are sick and tired. Up and down, getting